influencer. Some of them are really inspiring. They offer great ideas for workouts, meals, better night's sleep. Others, though, may not be telling you the whole story with their posts.
Wonder if that has something to do with the fucking time limit.
That air of perfection. On some level, you know it's not real, and yet you still can't look away. So here's what I would tell you. If you see a trend you want to try, start by asking yourself if you're interested in the benefits for your health or if you're just trying to showcase your accomplishment on social media. I'll add that every bit of proven advice in this space centers around building sustainable habits. That means you need to start small and then build on your success, no matter what the trend shows.
I gotta try
something. What you're trying to do is too drastic, it's not going to last. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
Let's move! We have soccer practice, dance, and a play date.
Life moves fast, so every second counts, especially when it comes to big decisions like buying a car. That's why searching through Navy Federal's car buying service powered by TrueCar is a perfect place to start.
Thanks, Mom!
Navy Federal can help you find and finance the right vehicle so you can go wherever life takes you. Visit NavyFederal.org/TrueCar to learn more. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Navy Federal is insured by NCUA. Credit and collateral subject to approval.
You say you'd never give in to a meltdown. Never let kids' toys take over the house. And never fill your feed with kid photos. You'd never plan your life around their schedule. Never lick your thumb to clean their face. And you'd never let them leave the house looking like less than their best. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it. Never let them stay up too late. And never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, no, it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when
That's weird.
Gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop. Look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Every 15 seconds, someone is diagnosed with cancer. If it's happened to you or someone you love, the American Cancer Society can help at every step of the journey. Visit cancer.org today.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once.
Wow.
Like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation.
Another peanut.
Kind of narrows the scope down a little bit.
Location with 36%.
See what happens there.
Fantastic.
Hire 36% more.
Keep saying that StreamYard lost connection.
World's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce platforms. What you do with those
fucking weird.
Is up to you.
Either somebody's got malware
Shopify.com/listen
and they're able to do that, or it's Google is at the fucking controls.
But when Communities in Schools is present, students are connected to the support they need to show up ready to learn. Visit communitiesinschools.org. Being present matters.
Mark Levin, weekdays 6 till 9.
I will agree, that picture is a little disturbing, but hey, I lifted it off the internet. Gay pride parades and shit.
While I was gone on the annual Chris Plant Sea Cruise with great Americans in Iceland, President Trump signed an executive order about homelessness, ending crime and disorder on America's streets. The executive order is titled, and it was not signed with an auto pen. The Democrats want mentally ill people to die on the streets. That's coming up.
This is the Chris Plant Show.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station.
Making sense of the news.
News Talk 105.9. News now.
WMAL News at 11:30. I'm Heather Curtis.
More than 500 people are signed up to testify on the new stadium deal between the Commanders and D.C. Council in 2 days of public hearings that start today. So far, we've heard from Councilmember Kenyon McDuffie, who says he's thrilled to support.
It's going to be a transformational project at RFK.
Councilmember Charles Allen says a lot needs to change for him to support the deal.
Right now, the deal in front of us has no environmental protections.
The SNAP Council is set to vote on Friday. New numbers out from the Department of Labor show the American job market continues to cool. Employers posted 7.4 million job vacancies last month, down from 7.7 in May. And happening now, President Trump just boarded Air Force One to head back to the U.S. after a trip to Scotland. Traffic and weather next.
This is the story of the one. As a lineman, he does whatever it takes to keep the power on in his community. And he wants a partner like Grainger who does the same. You know Grainger offers professional-grade products for every industry, like voltage detectors, harnesses, and hard hats, plus fast, dependable delivery, so he can rise to every challenge, just like you. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done. Off.
Here's Seaver Shorn in the Hadid Carpet Cleaning Traffic Center.
Around the belly now, leaving Montgomery County, the outlook is going to be slow from just before River Road across the American Legion Bridge down to the construction before the toll road in the left lane. In that backup, there was a broken down vehicle on the outlook after River Road before Cabin John Parkway. It's on the right shoulder, but drawing a little bit of attention there as well. Fairfax County eastbound 50 near Waples Mill Road. It was roadwork in the right lane, slowing you down from I-66. 95 in Virginia southbound, a little bit slow now. From Route 1 in Woodbridge down to 123. Now from GarageDoorRepair.com, the WMAL Stormwatch 7 forecast.
Today, mostly sunny and hot, a high near 99. Heat index values well into the triple digits. Right now, 93 in Washington. I'm Heather Curtis on WMAL.
I'm Taylor, 32, and I'm a catering chef. Some say cooking is hard. I say finding the right business tool is harder. Until I found QuickBooks. Now my confidence is on fire. Every task that burned me out, like matching business transactions, taken care of. This duo is chef's kiss. More time for my catering business means more time for growth. For a limited time, get 90% off QuickBooks Online, Advanced, and Payroll for 3 months. Terms and conditions apply.
Out here, it's not only the amazing views, but the way time stretches out a little longer and how the breeze hits just right at the summit. With All Trails, you can discover nature's best with over 450,000 trails around the world. Download the free app today.
A better life with Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
Even in the middle of summer, heated workouts are all the rage among people who really like to break a sweat. Heated yoga, Pilates, spin classes, you name it. But I think the question is, do you get more bang for your buck working out when the thermostat is cranked up, or is that all in your head?
Fucking my hair
talk to you about this said heated workouts do increase blood flow and warm your muscle tissue, which can enhance flexibility. And in addition to reducing stiffness and potentially preventing injuries, the elevated temperature slightly boosts cardiovascular demand, so you may be burning more calories than a regular workout. That said, what's even more important is paying attention to technique, putting in the effort, and being consistent to reap the rewards. You're likely again to get a small mental boost from the heat-related endorphin release, but you just got to really make sure to stay hydrated. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
This is my new best friend, Esther. She might look like any normal, playful puppy, but Esther's being raised to become a canine companions for independence assistance dog for a person with a disability. To get there, she needs lots of loving care and attention, plenty of exercise, and good eating habits so that she can live a long and healthy life for her future family. Visit cci.org or call 1-800-572-BARK. Raise a puppy, change a life. You can make a world of difference in the life of a person with a disability.
Every day, the men and women of the United States Marine Corps stand ready to defend the American way of life. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Are you looking to buy a used Freightliner or Western Star that doesn't have a warranty? Are you driving one now?
Ask your dealer about OEM-backed extended Optimum used truck coverage that pays for parts and labor on repairs you usually pay for out of pocket. Whether you need coverage for your chassis or your Detroit engine, Extended Optimum will cover just what you need. And because it's from the same company that made your truck, covered repairs are pre-approved and claims get paid. Check it out at extendedoptimum.com.
WMAL, making sense of the markets, because generational wealth doesn't build itself. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
All right, so President Trump, while I was gone on the annual sea cruise, one of my many, many vacation weeks, what is it, 13 weeks? Not really. But President Trump signed an executive order titled Ending Crime and Disorder on America's Streets. And the Democrats, including the news media, are very angry about this. Now, I was going back and forth with Seton Motley on this, my friend Seton Motley on this. And he said, oh, yeah, the Cato Institute says that they studied homelessness in America, and the numbers are all over the place, but say more than 700,000 people are categorized as homeless in the United States. That's like the population of Washington, D.C., and a remarkable number. The Cato Institute says that 40% of homeless people have mental health, mental illness issues, right? They're crazy. 40% of homeless people are crazy, and they can't manage to, live a normal life and a place to stay, and then nobody in their family will take them in. And, they already have, and they've been through it, and they've exhausted everything. So 40% of homeless people are crazy. 30%, Cato Institute says, addicted to drugs, whatever it may be, your meth, your crack, not everybody's as lucky enough to be Hunter Biden. 30% addicted, and it might be alcoholism too, just hopelessly alcoholic, but addicted to alcohol, to drugs, and therefore you end up exhausting all options, and you end up sleeping under a bridge. 20% say, the Cato people say, they're tramps, hobos. They've chosen to be homeless because, that's that's the way their brains work. And they've decided, well, I'm going to go live under a bridge. I'm going to be, a hobo out of an episode of the Andy Griffith Show or something. And that about 10% are actually people that had regular jobs and regular lives, and then everything became disastrous, the career, the work, the family. About 10% are actually out of luck. Things went really badly for them, and they ended up homeless. But 40% crazy, 30% addicted, 20% have chosen it, and 10% really down on their luck and hard situation. And that's terrible. But in Washington, there are a lot of homeless people, and they're everywhere. And for the most part, what you have here is crazy and addicted. That's what you have here, overwhelmingly in my experience. Now, the people in Battle Creek, Michigan, they've got a story on this because there are homeless people in Michigan, as it turns out. And News 3, Battle Creek, Michigan, they've got a story. City leaders and homelessness advocates. Do homelessness advocates advocate for homelessness? Because that's kind of what it says. And city leaders and homelessness advocates across West Michigan are reacting with caution to a new executive order signed by President Donald Trump that is aimed at reshaping how the nation addresses homelessness. Well, we're not doing anything to address homelessness now, and we haven't for decades. So anything at all might be considered progress. There was an old movie called The Snake Pit. Who was that? Somebody, a big actress. And I think she was schizophrenic or something, and they threw her in a mental institution. And it was such an awful, terrible mental institution and the movie laid this out. Who was it? It wasn't Olivia de Havilland. Oh, was it? It was Olivia de Havilland in The Snake Pit, 1948 or something like that? Okay, 1948. And Olivia de Havilland thrown in a mental institution. It was so awful. The treatment was so terrible that Americans rose up and said, we can't be throwing people in mental institutions. And over time, we started throwing people out on the street instead. Mental cases, drug addicted, can't take care of themselves. I know, let's push them out the door, then they're not our problem. But that's not true, of course. Then they are our problem. And just a matter of humanity and our fellow man, humankind and a civilized society and all of that. But pay no attention to that. The snake pit. Now, what the left, and that means the news media and the Democrat Party, what the left are advocating is maintaining the status quo. And the status quo is we throw mentally ill people out in the street until they murder somebody. And then we throw them in a government prison or mental institution from which there is no escape. But then we let them go anyway. And then they stab everybody at a Walmart in Michigan. And then we arrest them. Because that's what, and I've been talking about this for years. I have been talking about this for years. That this is not a solution for mental illness. It's not a solution for homelessness. It is the most inhumane, most ridiculous non-solution that we've adopted. And President Trump says that he wants to reshape how the nation addresses homelessness. Now, the people in Battle Creek, Michigan, in the news media, they say, the order, titled Ending Crime and Disorder on America's Streets, calls for a crackdown on homeless encampments and prioritizes public safety and they put public safety in quotation marks, by removing unhoused individuals from public spaces, mentally ill, drug-addicted people, placing them in mental health and addiction treatment, or in some cases, enforcing legal consequences. Well, wait a minute. So crazy people shouldn't be thrown into mental health institutions because we do such a bad job of operating them. Shouldn't put them in addiction treatment because, what the hell? They're legalizing heroin. And where are they legalizing? They're legalizing heroin there. And Mamdani wants to do that in New York City, for one thing. Or in some cases, enforcing legal consequences. For what? Well, after they break the law, then we bring them to court and we convict them and we put them in prison. That's not a solution for homelessness, right? Well, supporters say the order offers new funding and tools to cities overwhelmed by rising homelessness. Critics argue it could criminalize poverty. No, I don't think so. And undermine proven solutions. They put the word proven in quotation marks because they're completely ridiculous. Battle Creek Mayor Mark Benke told News Channel 3 that the city's homeless population has risen sharply in recent years, and he will respect the president's order, especially if it brings more resources to the city. Give me the money. Show me the money. Now, I was reading this, and I was marveling because the news media all over the place, they say that homelessness has been skyrocketing since when? Since when, Michael? Since 2017. Wait a minute. What happened in 2017? Oh, yeah. Donald Trump was inaugurated as president of the United States. And the Democrats, they want to pick 2017 as the year that homelessness started skyrocketing because they're lunatics, because they're mentally ill. They should be homeless. Man, oh man. So the 2017 number is the number that the media has chosen. Now we have two sound bites on this. They're from the Panhandler Broadcasting System, suckling on the taxpayer teat. PBS, and they've got a woman named Lisa Desjardins, and she's talking to a Washington Post report because it's a circle fest at a hot tub. And they're for maintaining the status quo because Trump suggested that we do something about homelessness. If they're mentally ill, maybe a mental institution is better than sleeping on the sidewalk. If they're drug addicted, maybe a drug addiction program is better than sleeping on the sidewalk, where you don't have an income, so you don't have food, so you have to beg and steal. I could build borrow in there, but that doesn't really apply. You have to beg and steal, and your drug addiction's not being addressed, your mental illness is not being addressed. Your neighborhood, or maybe it's my neighborhood, goes to hell because the crazy drug-addicted homeless people screaming at 5 o'clock in the morning at the top of their lungs. And the solution is leave them there. Someday they'll die, and then an ambulance will come and scrape up their dead body off the sidewalk. But here's PBS Lisa Desjardins.
President Trump's order lays out his goal clearly. He wants to move more people who are homeless into long-term institutions and hospitals, including involuntarily. He also plans a dramatic shift in federal funds, away from programs that place people into housing first, and instead pushing for tougher, immediate requirements for treatment. Homeless rates have been steadily rising since 2017.
Oh, wait a minute, 2017? What a coincidence. What was happening under Obama? Was homelessness going down? Was it holding steady? And why 2017? They never explain. They just say 2017. The Democrat mayor of Alexandria, Virginia, here's the National Panhandler radio headline. Trump's homelessness executive order is, quote, cruel, end quote, says Alexandria, Virginia mayor. Oh, and here's a picture of people sleeping under a bridge with stolen bicycles and stolen bags of groceries and given away clothes. And somebody gave these two guys tents. Alexandria, Virginia mayor Aaliyah Gaskins said, not noted as a Democrat, says President Trump's executive order to remove homeless people off the streets is, quote, cruel, end quote, and takes a, quote, callous command and control approach. A callous command and control approach. And your compassionate approach is to leave them to die under a bridge, and then you go scrape up their dead bodies, because that's the Democrat plan. It requires states and cities like mine to demonstrate aggressive enforcement, Gaskins told Morning Edition. It ends support for housing first policies. How's that working out? Because that's what you guys have been doing. And now you're telling me homelessness has skyrocketed under your plan. Skyrocketed under your plan, but only since 2017, because everything is political with these gutter snipes. I'm going to call them gutter snipes because they're polite. It ends support for housing first policies. It encourages the expanded use of law enforcement. Oh, no, not law enforcement. All at a time when we know the criminalization of homelessness doesn't work. It's not criminalization of homelessness. It's not leaving mentally ill people on the street to die. It's not leaving drug addicted people on the corner to steal and rob and hit people over the head and then to eventually die, which is the Democrat Party's plan. And he's offering money and solutions, and you immediately oppose it. Now, PBS, Panhandler Broadcasting System, Lisa Desjardins, with a Democrat Washington Post reporter in a hot tub.
You know, I spoke to a man who's almost 80, who's experiencing homelessness now, has for a long time. He's also dealt with serious mental illness, as we're talking about. And he said he just does not think there's room in the system, in the hospitals, in shelters, for these kinds of populations. What do we know about that?
So he's 80 years old. He's been mentally ill for a long time. He's on the street. And your response is, Trump bad. You bad. You leave man on street to die. Aren't you an amazing Sacagawea? And I love this story too. From Fix Homelessness. That's the website. They want to fix it. They just don't know how. They're liberals. Washington State, the state of Washington, spends $143 million to get 126 out of homelessness. Now, Jay Inslee, the Democrat mayor, is asking for more. So wait a minute. 126 people out of homelessness for $143 million, well over $1 million per person. Isn't that amazing? And they consider this to be the good work. All right, let's grab a phone call, Michael. Let's go. And then I really want to get to the weather because, you know, it's kooky. Let's go to Wendy calling from West Virginia, Virginia. Wendy, you're on the Chris Plant Show.
Chris, thank you so much for taking my call. I have worked in the mental health field for 36 years and with the homeless population for 20 years. You and President Trump are absolutely 100% right, and I have been screaming about these issues for the past 20 years. You are absolutely right in that people have been basically tossed to the streets out of the hospitals. Do you recall back in the 80s, it was actually both Reagan and the Democrat Congress that changed policies where people would not be held for decades in hospitals. And instead, they opened up residential programs, and that's where I stepped into my career. Was that I was working in residential programs where we received people from the hospitals, and so that first generation did very well going into residential programs. But what happened was people who were mentally ill who came in later, they didn't have that. They didn't go into the hospital. They didn't go into, there wasn't enough room in the residential programs. And then the Section 8 programs began to be filled up, of course, with immigration, because our immigration policies were changing over time. And so we just had no housing for people who were experiencing mental illness and having housing issues and income issues. And so in this situation with Housing First, one thing I want to say about that, I know that perhaps there must be some pockets of places in the country where Housing First must be successful, but by golly, in the areas that I have worked, it has been a total bull crap, because I have so many people who just never get to see housing. And so we have people who remain on the streets for years and can't get into housing because it doesn't exist for them.
Right.
And, and it just goes on and on and on. And I've had people die. I have known many people who have passed away, whose lives ended as homeless people.
Yeah.
And this has to change. And exactly what Donald Trump is saying, the way that it has to change is exactly what I've been screaming about for the past 20 years. And I'm sorry that some liberals are saying that, oh, no, Orange Man bad. But it's not that what he's saying is the wrong way of doing it. It's because he's the one who's saying it.
That's exactly right. 100% right. You're right again, Wendy. You're always right. We've never spoken before, but I know that Wendy's always right. That is great. I'm right. You're right. Donald Trump is right. And every liberal, as usual, is right. 143 million to get 126 people out of homelessness. That's the Democrat plan. That's your money. Better get back to work. And I've got the weather coming up. The weather. Fake news, fake weather, fake sports from the Democrats.
I want everybody to go home. And I want... We don't get no room. That's why we're here.
You're listening to The Chris Plant Show. News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
A better life with Dr. Sanjay Gupta.
It's hard to look at just about anything on your phone these days without stumbling across a wellness influencer. Some of them are really inspiring. They offer great ideas for workouts, meals, better night's sleep. Others, though, may not be telling you the whole story with their posts, how they attain that body, that glow, that air of perfection. On some level, it's not real, and yet you still can't look away. So here's what I would tell you. If you see a trend you want to try, start by asking yourself if you're interested in the benefits for your health or if you're just trying to showcase your accomplishment on social media. I'll add that every bit of proven advice in this space centers around building sustainable habits. That means you need to start small and then build on your success, no matter what the trend shows. If what you're trying to do is too drastic, it's not going to last. I'm Dr. Sanjay Gupta, helping you live a better life.
Life is a workout, and Smoothie King is here to help you power through. Whether you're grinding out bicep curls, or muscling the couch across the living room, crushing morning miles, or sprinting through back-to-back meetings, Smoothie King has fuel to help you maximize your workouts, own your recovery, and elevate your game. Give your body the energy, protein, and power it needs with a lineup of delicious smoothies made to help you conquer your goals. Only at Smoothie King.
Time to start businessing. LegalZoom is here to help. Whether you're registering as an LLC or keeping it compliant, when you need a legal hand, turn to the #1 online legal services provider who's helped launch over 4 million businesses like yours. Visit LegalZoom.com because life is more legal than you think. LegalZoom provides access to independent attorneys and self-service tools. LegalZoom is not a law firm and does not provide legal advice. Visit LegalZoom.com.
With Robinhood, not only can you trade individual stocks and ETFs, you can also seamlessly buy and sell crypto at low costs. Trade all in one place. Get started now on Robinhood. Trading crypto involves significant risk. Crypto trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Crypto LLC. Robinhood Crypto is licensed to engage in virtual currency business activity by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Crypto held through Robinhood Crypto is not FDIC insured or SIPC protected. Investing involves risk, including loss of principal. Securities trading is offered through an account with Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer.
This is my new best friend, Esther. She might look like any normal, playful puppy, but Esther's being raised to become a canine companions for independence assistance dog for a person with a disability. To get there, she needs lots of loving care and attention, plenty of exercise, and good eating habits so that she can live a long and healthy life for her future family. Visit cci.org or call 1-800-572-BARK. Raise a puppy, change a life. You can make a world of difference in the life of a person with a disability.
Between vacations, errands, and everyday summer chaos, sticking to your health goals can be tough. Luckily, Thrive Market does the hard work for you. We're the online healthy grocery store that cuts out the junk ingredients and delivers high-quality groceries right to your door. From low-sugar beach snacks to organic grill night staples, no matter your health goal, we make shopping healthy a breeze. Go to thrivemarket.com/get started for 30% off your first order and a free $60 gift.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
You know a safe-ish home security solution when you see one. The stuff that kind of seems like it works, but doesn't. The key under your welcome mat. The security camera that isn't a real camera. The guard dog on duty sign when everyone knows the dog is Mr. Buttons. The thing is, safe-ish doesn't actually keep you and your home safe, but ADT can help with smart, easy-to-use security you can rely on. Don't settle for safe-ish. Get ADT.
I'm Taylor, 32, and I'm a catering chef. They say the way to someone's heart is through their stomach, but for me, it's with the right business tools, like QuickBooks. As a chef, I can handle the heat, but I need features that help automate tasks like invoicing and take care of my to-dos. I'm done starting from scratch with how I run my business. With QuickBooks, business growth is always on the menu. For a limited time, get 90% off QuickBooks Online, Advanced, and Payroll for 3 months. Terms and conditions apply.
WMAL, making sense of the vote because elections have consequences. Download the WMAL app to stream us for free.
Little aqualung. Don't get aqualung every day. Sitting on a park bench. Snot is running down his nose. Greasy fingers smearing shabby clothes. Bum, 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 bum. I want to talk about the weather for a minute. I brought my Washington Post in with me today because they have the weather posted on page B20. And today's weather predicts, they call it AccuWeather, ironically, 98 degrees and mostly sunny. But it has a real feel of 109 degrees. That's almost 110 degrees. Isn't that amazing? And on Fox News, they had their weatherman on today, Adam Klotz, and he said this.
You're looking at a huge swath of the country with at least some sort of heat alert up and down the East Coast, back across the Gulf of America, up into the Midwest, and across portions of the plains. All areas where we're talking about obscenely warm temperatures. These are field lights, so it's the heat plus the humidity, 110, 111 in Savannah, 109 in Jackson, 110 in Memphis. So a lot of spots getting at least up to triple digits. That continues for today. It continues into tomorrow as well.
Now, don't believe, here's what the news media is telling us, the Washington Post and Fox News and everybody else, local news too. Don't believe your thermometer anymore. Throw your thermometers out because the heat index, the Democrats, they politicized weather and the temperature. They want you to believe it's hotter. So now they're not even giving the normal temperature. Just it's going to be 109. No, it's not. It's going to be 98. But your thermometer is off by 11 degrees.
We are one nation under God, indivisible, together.
Yeah, I'm going to help you out today, Colin. Let me help you out, you fucking toothless fuck. There's his channel. All right. There's Colin's channel. Type in at wisdom 3636. Oh, this fucker thinks he's a Mr. And look at the first on his shorts. You can see he's made a video or something of me. All right. Calls me Hayden. This motherfucker won't even use his real pic. Okay. He has 156 subscribers. I just subscribed to him here. First time. Hold on, let me show you this. Okay. So this fucker, he joined June 30th, 2011. Look at the views. He's been around since 2011, 14 fucking years. 14 fucking years this motherfucker's been in here doing this shit. Or he joined YouTube, whatever he's been doing, obviously, right? Calls himself Wisdom 3636. So, okay, Colin, let's see. You use other people's content and you use me for your content. You use my chat. We're gonna take a peek. Billy Hayden and his potato peeling robots. Now, how fucking stupid is that? I don't use robots. And then Tiffany's out there trying to make he said he knows how to make No, I said if I was going to spam, I would use bots. Oh, you don't know how to make bots. So guess what, Colin? You're ain't going you're going to have to make new accounts if you want to post here. Colin, why are you using my material on my channel? What are you trying to do, Colin? I mean, look, okay, you have 156 now because I just subscribed to you. And you've been in YouTube since 2011. And you've had 328 views. And you're trying to do what, Colin? Colin, what are you going to do? Hey, you fucking, you making motions for JC because JC's going to praise you or what? My mom died. Mom. JC, oh, JC. I can bring it up right off of fucking Rusty's. See how I get going when I'll say the F word. Because you disgust me, Wiggin. I went up on Sykes last night and I was going to do push-ups. I was watching there at the end before I went to bed. Because Wendy fucking passed out on my couch, drunk. There you go, Wiggin. Now say I took advantage of Wendy or whatever. You fucking Patrick Rose always. Billy gets reported again. Oh, Billy gets reported again. Colin. No wonder nobody fucking pays attention to you. This is my third time I have reported Billy Hayden. 2 thumbs up. I'm sure Google is going to do something just because you reported me. So there you go, JC. You fuckwads. Billy bullied me. Billy beat me. Billy, be nice, Billy. So there's Colin's handle. Let's get him some fucking subscribers. He calls himself Wisdom. Yeah, I'll help you out, Colin. That's his handle right there at Wisdom 3636. You can clone that motherfucker if you want. Oh, poor little Will Durant's mad. Oh, poor little Willie. It's not even your real name.
Threatening and abusing women, and I thought I'd make a little video. Michelle Carrigan just going to be brutally.
Who's Michelle Carrigan?
And that was pretty disgusting, and I'm ashamed, dirty little cocksucker, ain't you? So I'm coming for him like this at me, going.
That's Rum is back, by the way.
Michelle Carrigan, different to the other ones. The person that points the finger and say "shield" and everyone bullies them. Michelle Carrigan. This is why you've ignored
Who's Michelle Carrigan?
Or whatever, flirting her fucking ass off me. That poor girl, Michelle Carrigan, mate. Again, I've been watching you for a little while. The person that points the finger, Michelle and I, you know. I mean, see, I'm losing the plot here with this video already. Like, Basically, you are the fucking shield. You are the distraction. You are the fucking one that shouldn't be trusted. Now fuck off, you fucking mental little prick. And
you're in more dire need of a blowjob than any white man in history.
Blowjob.
That's all, bitches.
On the other side, which I think he has to try and bet.
Oh, I can't be bothered to make this pointless fucking video. Oh well, I was made to go to church every day. I'm not going to.
I was made to go to church every day.
That probably pushed me out the group. Cheer you up, son. All right. It's not a nasty video. I was made to go to church every day. As a fucking scumbags. And you're a shit-staring old fart. Fuck you. Fuck the lot of ya, right? Hello? The contestants. Fuck you. Fuck the lot of ya, right? I'm not going to wish you a Merry Christmas. This is not being nasty. Fuck you. Fuck the lot of ya, right? I went, no, Mum, no. Not the fucking scumbags. And maybe I've got screenshots. Oh, maybe I've got screenshots. Fuck you. Fuck the lot of ya, right? I'm not going to wish you a Merry Christmas. Here and, all of this flirting and that, pretend fake blows. I went, no, Mum, no. Come back on another account because I want to block all your accounts in one go, dickhead. Right, I'm not going to wish you a Merry Christmas. You've tried all different angles on me. Went,
That's number one in Vegas, chat.
All of this
That's number one right there. That's Rum is back. There he is.
The contestants. Hello? Anyway. So the reason why you're going to start noticing my absence is because blowjob or whatever. It dregs of the barrel, okay? And when I say things, I provide fucking evidence, alright? Blowjob or whatever. Maybe I've got screenshots. Oh, maybe I've got screenshots. I went, no, Mum, no. I was made to go to church every day. I'm not going to wish you a Merry Christmas because I'm not a fucking fake Christian. But, you got a friend. Fucking hell, I've forgotten his name. I went, no, Mum, no. Blowjob or whatever.
Guarantee you a real good fine time drinking rum and Coca-Cola. Good and fun, cool, I know. Both mother and daughter working for the Yankee dollar.
My arm's getting sore from holding that fucking phone up. Fucking hilarious. Does anybody want to come up? Because I got things I gotta go do. Somebody triggered that fucker. He's rubbing his lips with his finger talking about blowjobs. That's Rum is back. There's your fucking friend there, Slayer Cat. Well, I'll leave everybody to Vegas. I gotta go.